Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Ivor Chester, the Balance Coach. It's good to have you here from live from our studio that we have created in the house. As you see, it's a little bit different setting, and what we're trying to do is just compartmentalize our life enough for business, for family, and even though certainly they bleed over in some ways, other times you just need a little bit of space. So this is my office, though. I say that, and my office extends a little bit out of frame, and then right over there is my kid's desk, and that's their office, and then behind the counter, behind the camera, is my wife's office. So we're sharing offices, which is, I guess, kind of like corporate America. I just need to get a cubicle or something, and I can shide things over the wall at them or something. Anyway, it's good to have you back as we continue our discussion on social handles and with just trying to be ourselves. I want to touch today on an interesting point that I've noticed about myself over time, and that is self-view, how we see ourselves. I've noticed that people who have an appropriate view of self, or a view of self of what they want to make real, normally get what they want in life. They speak what they want to speak. They get done. They achieve what they really want in life. And the reason is how they see themselves. Now, there's three ways to see yourself, at least. There's three ways that you can see yourself. One, and that's the way God sees you. Okay? God sees you a certain way. He sees you as you really are. Then there's the way we see ourselves, which can be polluted by us taking other people's information and other people's opinions and making them true, making them altruistic, making them a reality by our behavior. If somebody says, well, you'll never be good at that, or you never were this, or you don't take the affirmations of maybe your parents or people who love you, and they say, oh, you just need to do it. You're capable, you're able, but you'll always minimize that. Okay, so how you view yourself. And then, yes, there's the third view, and that is how others see you. We know what we look like, what we have to go to sleep with. We put our heads on the pillow at night, and it's just us. And we have moments of tears, we have moments of joy. Hey, I really earned it today, I really did it. We have maybe regrets. Those inner views, that inner talk, that inner sight is something that can be adjusted. We don't think it can, but it can. We are able to do that. How you view yourself. When I suffered with depression, my inner view was I was always this forever teenager that was too dumb, that wasn't properly equipped, that I didn't have enough experience. And so therefore, I never felt ready. I never felt able. I never felt in possession of what I needed to do what I needed to do. After a while, I started to change and adapt that. I looked back on my life, and I had kind of one of those moments when I was doing the renovations and repaintings and moving around in this house just past few days, because I'm going, I needed to do this. I needed to revamp and have a change in my life. It feels good being able to do this. And then I thought, but I've often been good at this. If you go to the back of my house, I have a sunroom. Well, I renovated that sunroom. I totally tore up the floor. It had a plywood floor when we moved in there years ago. And I sawed it out, got a reciprocating saw, just cut it out. And I put in fresh joists, and I put in fresh piers, and then I put down fresh plywood, and then it was thicker plywood, and then it was a type of cement I put over that, then backer board, and then more cement, and then the tiles, and it looked really good. Then I put air conditioner in there. We had windows were installed, so I had a large part in renovating that room. I'm the one that buzzed out the carpet. They pulled the carpet out, and I put in, cleaned up the floors, and we have nice stained wood floors that were original to the house. They were covered when we got here. I'm the one that put those in. Or should I keep saying put them in? I didn't put them in, but I sanded them out and put fresh polyurethane on it, and they look good. And it was a great call because we've had dogs and kids, and carpets get a little smelly over the trials like that. So my view on all of that was, yes, I can. I can do that much. If you have inner sight problems, the glasses, the prescription you need to be able to see where you need to be going is adaptable. And it doesn't have to be huge and far-sighted all the time. Sure, the long-term goals are important. However, the short-term goals of belief that say, I can do this much. And yes, you can. And it's a bite-sized thing. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So you just take one bite and you do that much. And you know what? Then you go to bed and you've done that much. A wise person, though, does not live short-term goal to short-term goal alone. The only reason they have short-term goals is because they have a long-term goal. It's stepping stones to get you across the river, to get you beyond to the destination of your journey. And you know what? The destination is what you want it to be and how you want to get there. And the short-term goals get you there, bit by bit. And they don't have to be huge. They can be, today I'm going to get the wall painted. My goal was for these two walls was within over one night it was to putty them up because we had holes from mounting TVs and pictures and such and just damage. And putty them up and then to lay down the tarp on the floors and to get things ready. Next morning we got up and we hit it, and we hit it, and we did it. It was just one bite at a time, and it's enough. So what does that look like on a personal level? Can you call somebody up and say, hey, do you want to go and get a sandwich? Would you like to go to church with me? Would you like to go camping? Would you like to go see a movie? And this doesn't have to be like a first date thing. These could be people you have on in your address book, on your phone, that you really want to reconnect with. Gosh, I used to like Adrian. I used to like Tom. I still do, but I just don't hear from them. You know why? They haven't heard from you. Don't be one of those types of people like I used to be, where I'd say, gosh, how come I haven't heard from you? They go, well, I don't know. How come you haven't heard from me? How come you haven't called me? Sure, they can call me, but maybe they got sick of it. Maybe I should have reached out, and I did. I learned my lessons. Learn yours. Do what it takes, one bite at a time, and become the inner vision that you want to create. Remember, God has the ultimate vision. Start seeing what God sees. He loves you. Start loving yourself. You're loved. Start acting like it. Well, I guess I've rattled long enough. We're still going to try to increase our broadcasts for Facebook Live over the next few weeks, especially now that we have a place to do this. We don't have to tear everything down and put it back up. And now that we have a workspace, this will become a lot easier. If you ever have anything you want to talk about to me personally or just a note, feel free to leave something in the comments section. You can reach me on my personal page at ivorchester.com. I'm at ivorchester3 at Instagram and Twitter. I appreciate you spending these few minutes with me a few times a week, and I look forward to your insight as well. Please share this. If you really like these, then I really want you to share it. There's people out there that need this information. And you'll notice, by the way, I'm not selling anything here. Okay? I got a page that has my book and such like that, but right now I'm just trying to get information out there because it's astonishing to me the type of mental garbage people have in their heads. I'm not hawking this stuff. You can watch these videos for free. So please, pass it on to people who need it. God knows they do. And if you don't like how I say it, then find somebody that speaks their kind of language as far as terminology or the way it's done. just help them out. Well, I guess I'm done. Thanks for everything. I appreciate it. God bless, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.